Welcome to the Build Your Brave Career podcast, where we flip the script on the tired stereotype that women in and around the tech industry have to be stressed out, overworked, and underpaid. I'm Nicole Steinbach. Forget what you've been taught. Bravery is not a personality trait available only to the brash. Bravery is a skill, and you already have it, which is great. Because building the skill of bravery is the most powerful way to creating the career and life you really want. As you build your brave, you will stress less, work less, and then earn more. This podcast will help you do just that. Let's dive in. Have you ever been told you're being aggressive when you're pretty sure you're just being direct? Then you want to listen to this episode. So, this question came in from a listener. And if you want to submit a question, email me at nicole@tricksteinbach.com. The question was, I know I'm a direct person, but I'm being told I'm aggressive. How do I know the difference? So, the first thing that I want to say is I've actually been there. There was a period of my career in which I was truly aggressive. I was calling, raising my voice, pressuring people, slamming doors, demanding people come out of the weekend and do work. I was truly aggressive because I had never worked in corporate before. And my first big time manager was aggressive. So when I copied him, I was successful under him. It was not a good look. I'm very glad my next manager was willing to have a difficult conversation with me and invest in me so I could figure out how to be a great person to work with. However, there was another part of my career where I was told that I was perceived by my other colleagues as not a team player. And at the time, this took my breath away. Growing up, I played team sports. I thrived in team project environments in a number of different ways in my life. I had never been told this before in my life. I was baffled. There's a lot of details to this story. The part that I want to focus on here is that I asked my manager for specific situations that showed how my colleagues were experiencing me as not a team player. Long story short, we went through many months of me bringing specific situations, him bringing specific situations, and both of us realizing, sure, the men on my team who were quite a bit older than I was experienced me as being aggressive, but I was actually doing my job and doing it well. If you are currently in either of these situations, here's what I suggest. And like so many of my podcast episodes, we're going to work ourselves around the Build Your Brave framework. The first part is clarity. Number one, ask for specific examples. If it's in meetings, ask for the specific time, the specific turn of phrase, and specifically how the other person experienced it. You may be being direct, but other people are experiencing it as harsh, as harmful, as unproductive. So you want to get that specific example. Bonus points if you start recording all of your meetings so you can see not just what you're saying, but how people are responding to it. Now, if it's in writing, this is a whole nother ballgame. You still definitely need to get specific examples. The person who's saying you're aggressive needs to get into the weeds with you, give you specific examples, and make a few suggestions. That is the first part. That is the clarity part. The second part is momentum. And in this situation, if it's in a meeting, how you're speaking, you're going to make a decision. Do you want to feel the discomfort of shifting how you are describing things? Maybe you agree. Instead of being direct, you're being harsh, and people are describing that as aggressive. And you'd like to change how you're bringing your voice and viewpoint into meetings. Great. Perhaps is the opposite. And you don't agree. In fact, you're pretty sure you're being direct and they have emotions that they need to feel because you're doing your job well, like I was. In that case, you're going to need to feel the discomfort of being excellent in a situation that wants you to be mediocre. You're going to feel discomfort, and that's okay. Discomfort is growth. You're going to be uncomfortable and you're going to grow. Then, based on your decision and willingness to feel, you're going to take actions different for each of your unique situations. I can't give you a concrete action plan. This is why I do bespoke individual career coaching for women in tech, because the action plan is going to rest on so many different variables. So that's going to be your momentum. The final part of the Build Your Brave framework is accountability. You're going to decide who you want to be in this specific situation where you are being labeled aggressive, but you're actually direct. You're going to build on top of your decision of either feeling the discomfort of changing how you speak and how you write, or you're going to feel the discomfort of letting other people have their feelings. But you're going to decide who you are in this situation and keep coming back. For example, you may decide in this situation that part of your self-concept is I learn from every single situations. Or maybe, and then you make a plan, right? To make that true. Or maybe it's I allow other people to experience my excellence when what they want is mediocrity. When you make that decision, it's going to take you back up to clarity, back into momentum, back into accountability, and you're going to create a beautiful spiral of experience as you grow. I think I've answered the question, but if I haven't, pop me some additional questions. We can take this conversation even further. That being said, I want to leave you with some brave inspiration. Is the right place for you? Are you surrounded by people who aren't ready for direct, open, transparent conversation with a woman in technology? If you are, you still get to decide how you'd like to engage. What I really want to encourage you to do is build the skill of bravery so that you stress less about their responses and begin to be ever more yourself in a way that is true for your brain, for your skills, for your heart, for your goals. Do not dim your star. Throughout my career, I have seen far too many brilliant stars dim themselves based on feedback from people they would not have accepted advice from. Find places and people who will not only shine with you, but add light into your shine. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions. And thank you so much for this question. It was a delight to receive it. It's a delight to answer it. Please, if you have any follow-up insights, if you want to come on and share your story about aggression versus assertive, and if you have additional questions related to this, Nicole@tricksteinbach.com. Until next week. If the Build Your Brave Career podcast is helping you flip the script in your own career, if it's helping you reduce your stress, work smarter, or create more income, please share this with a friend. Till next time, you are already brave. Now go build your brave.